Ladies and gentlemen, Madame et Monsieur, Senor, Senorita, meine Damen und Herren, and so forth and so forth. Welcome to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. And no, I'm not gonna try the Japanese one. Embarrassed myself once, that's enough. Last time we left off, we were faced with several convoy battles. So without further ado, I'm gonna dive straight into them. Let's make the most use of the time that is given. Previous episode struggled a bit with the sound. I had my OBS configured wrongly on this computer. My bad. Honestly, I wish I could blame someone, but nope. So yeah, the in-game sound was a bit non-existent. Headphone users were very happy with that, I'm sure. However, I'm afraid to say it's fixed now. Give me a flat broadside to the enemy. Torpedo boat, dodge. And fire at will. My ships finished their turn. It's a fair long-range artillery duel so far against 3 enemy cruisers, so let's decrease the distance a bit, shall we? The Amstetten, something unknown. What were you called? The Bregens, okay. And the third one vanished into thin air, as if it was never there. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it's some sort of ghost ship, who knows? In that regard, I really need to upgrade my towers, get some proper detection going, because this is annoying. Especially due to the relative low speed of my ships. It's really useful for me to have a better view range. Okay. Slow turn for my cruiser force, please. Enemy heavy cruiser is turning in. No, 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 don't hit my destroyer. I repeat, don't hit my destroyer. Yeah, I was about to say that. Come at me, bro. All guns on the Zara. Ooh. A lovely company, the Zara, that sells clothing. Most famous for me, as far as I know at least, for making clothing that is really wrong in terms of historical nature, let's put it like that. As we put a torpedo into the first enemy heavy cruiser, she is done for. Goodbye, Zara. Let's keep moving. Let's turn the torpedo boat in. Heavy cruiser. Can you make that turn? Yeah, you can. Prepare torpedo attack on the Amstetten. In fact, I want all my guns on the Amstetten as well, from these light cruisers. She's gonna turn in too sharp for me to fire the torpedo properly, I feel. But we should be able to get a lot of damage in at this range. Come here, sweetheart. Heavy cruiser this way. Torpedo boat. Let's turn north. East, pardon me. You know, north is always on the top of the screen. like it's an old map, as the enemy cruiser is being neutralized. I'm gonna turn the fire of my heavy cruiser towards the second enemy warship. And let's smoke these two up. Torpedo boat, move in. Now, will we get a ram? I mean, I hate to say it, but... Fire! Fire! I sank this ship before the other one? What? What did I miss? Yeah, she's not gonna fire a torpedo. The AI knows that it's a waste of torpedo, I suppose. So let's turn the torpedo off just in case. We really are just shooting at a wreck. And I'm impressed that she's still alive. Let's be honest here. But that should finish her off, right? 7% floatability. Oh my god. Finally. She took a lot of damage there. Quite impressive. Let's take a look. 5,000 versus 10,000. Oh dear. We have a lot of work to do. Let's cut down all the forests, get the furnaces rolling. Because we still have like 5,000 victory points to gain. So many transports. Let us be honest here. The enemy has the superior firepower. Although, is this one of my newer light cruisers? I believe it is. No, she's only... At least it's one of the more heavily armed ones. And in the background, my convoys are hitting one another. Shame I cannot turn on or off the invasion. Evasion. Invasion. Invasion would be fun. Let's see. Ooh, a hit and a flooding. What will the flooding do? Nothing. They contained it pretty decently. And there we go. Convoy saved. And 200 victory points. Wow, look at that. That seems a bit much. Okay, research. Hull construction. Now let's keep going at the hull construction. Yeah, we hardly have any text there. Armor quality is coming up in 2 months. And do we know what small gun tech we're getting? No, but probably the 4-inch Mark IIs. These ships are heading home. The war with the Russians is over after all. Fleet status. 4 months to refit these torpedo boats. 1 month and a lot of my ships are back in action. And 3 months until my battleships are there. And that was April of 1893. That was quite a loading time. The French and the Austro-Hungarians are going at it. Yes, the English joined as well. It's the 3 of us versus the Austrians now. That relieves some pressure on me. Hopefully it will be a lot easier to get some new victory points now. Some more victory points. I would like a battleship tech, and yeah, let's go for another torpedo boat hull type. Should we fight this manually? The Polton and the Panther. Sure, let's see what we can do with her. And a good first hit, setting a fire on an enemy warship. Well, I can't say this fight is going fast, but we are getting somewhere. Well, she finished her turn, and there is the flood in the stern. Well done, light cruiser. And the heavy cruiser cannot stay behind, of course. So, another hit. And it will finish her off, I think. So, yep, there she goes. One cruiser down. Fuel 93%, of course. These ships are coming straight from my port, so they have plenty of fuel. And I can actually afford going at full speed for a while. Nope, didn't work. She sees my light cruiser and decides to change targets. Oh well. I'm going to disengage. And I'll see you guys right now. This is why I need better detection than the enemy. Luckily, my new ships will have gauge masts. So, gauge masts are pretty nice. View this design. I want to make a adjustment to it. It's been fun using only main guns. But I can imagine it annoying people, so there we go. And you know what? Since we have allies in the war, I'm gonna refit all my light cruisers that are not out to sea currently. And I'm gonna do the same with my heavy cruisers, I think. At least should I? No, the heavy cruisers do have 4-inch guns, pardon me. Is there anything else I can change on these ships? Yes, of course there is. I can get a better engine in. And I can get an anti-flood system in. Yes, please. And that leaves me with enough room, I think. Ooh. 8.7. Yes, please. To make my heavy cruisers a bit heavier. And let's refit these ships. There we go. Is there anything else I need to do? I don't think so. No, staring at this screen won't help. So let's hit the end turn. A lot of Italian ships being repaired. In June, however, the British Royal Navy fucked up. The flagship of the British Mediterranean Fleet, HMS Victoria, a newer one, not the one you're thinking about, collided with the Camperdown, and she sank in 10 minutes. And a Vice Admiral of the Royal Navy went down with the ship. And we're blockading the Austro-Hungarians. How? How are we, of all people, blockading the Austro-Hungarians? Well, in terms of victory points, the Austrians have been crushed here. Yeah, it's the British. Let's be honest here. It's not us. It can't be us. Talking about what are they doing? they're sending ships out to Cuba. Wow. Okay. That's nice. Luckily for me, I still have a squadron in Cuba ready that can easily deal with such a small task force. Talking about task forces, heavy cruiser versus light cruiser. I'm gonna auto-resolve it. Light damage, 3 victory points, fine. Looks good, looks good, looks good. 1 month for the armor quality. July. Two French Navy ships are fired upon by Siamese cannons. 3 months later, Siam will be forced to cede Laos to France, and that will be, of course, the French Indies, France Indochina. Yeah, 2 versus 3, I suppose we gotta take that one. This, I must say. Slight turn on the heavy cruiser, light cruiser as well. And AP rounds for you, please. Oh. Poor unfortunate soul. This light cruiser, well, I wouldn't say she's done for, but she might be done for. Ooh, and a ammo detonation of the 3.3-inch rounds on the second cruiser. Oh, nice, 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 nice. The Austrian Admiral has no idea what just happened to his ships. One ship had a torpedo detonation, the other had a 3-inch gun detonation. And I wouldn't be surprised if the last ship is running like hell. No, she's turning. In that case, discourse, please. Let's not get too close, and let's not try to get myself killed. Getting killed is a bit of a waste of my life, after all. That said, let's... Oh, thank God, she sinks. I was about to say, maybe I should start to turn away. 500 victory points. Good. Of course, we hardly need the victory points anymore. After all, our allies have done quite a bit of work for me. Useful allies. I like having useful allies. I am needed in the research tab, though. No, I wasn't. Got that wrong. Let's hit the end turn. Blockade. Am I going to sally out with 3 ships against a battleship? Battleships do... Oh, it's 15 convoys as well. Yes, oh, look at that. That is a French ship, people. The Pascal. Let's see, 19.9 knots. She's fast compared to my ships. I'm gonna do the same thing that I did with my... Oh, what campaign was it? My British campaign, perhaps? Yeah, I think it was my British campaign. Every time I have a fleet that has my own ships and ships of a allied nation, then the allied ship will go to AI control. I will not control this ship. I don't feel I have the right to do so even though we're allied and all of that. I think sinking the convoy ships is currently more useful than sinking the battleship. So, ladies, we need to have a little conversation here. And battleship, goodbye. The French may deal with you. I want to sink as many transport ships as possible. Oh, and should the battleship actually sink the French, then I am not opposed to that. I mean, the French had 150 ships. If they lose one, who cares, right? None of these ships are armed. That's very good. Oh, you know I gotta do this. You know I gotta do this. Oh, look at that. Finally hit the ship I wanted to hit. No, not really. I wanted to hit this. My heavy cruiser, in the meanwhile, is still getting shot at from the battleship. Oh, and let's turn the torpedo off. What is the status of the battleship? Pretty okay, actually. Now, I could make a joke about the French not doing their job and not fighting properly, but I'm not going to. I mean, it's an overrated joke. You know, when you talk about the fighting capabilities of the French. And in all honesty, it's just a very well executed case of state propaganda. Started by the English, if I recall correctly. But in most wars where the French fought, they fought very bravely and fought very well. But hey, it's fun to make jokes about them, right? Yeah. Yes, it is. We all know it. Another convoy ship goes down. I think there are like only 2 or 3 convoy ships remaining. So I'm gonna tell my heavy cruiser to continue firing at the battleship from now on. Why did I hear ships crashing into one another? Yes, fire at the Frenchie. You may sink her. Only 60% of the convoy has been sunk so far? I thought I killed more. No matter, no matter. My light cruiser will deal with it. There we go. That's better. Still missing 1 group of transport ships. Probably in the same direction. So let's turn my attention a bit more towards the battleship now. Well, yo-ho, yo-ho, a pirate's life for me. 3 transport ships escaped. Well, 1,500 victory points. Yeah, that is how you win wars in the early game, people. Hit those transports. A battleship down. The transport's down. The only downside of that battle was, of course, that no French ships were lost. Now. Oh no, they're still being commissioned. What's the commission time? 3 months? 1 month. Perfect. I can wait 1 more turn. And then I'm going to send out my heavy cruisers, my light cruisers. I'm gonna send everything. And I'm gonna blockade the Austro-Hungarian Empire. The Russian monitor Ruzelka sinks in a storm in the Gulf of Finland. all 177 crew members were lost in 2003. Her wreckage was discovered off the coast of Helsinki. And that is pretty cool. Let's see, while this battle loads in, is there anything else? Not in terms of naval things, as far as I can quickly see. Yeah, sorry people, I guess, well, you can't say it's a tick, but it is something that happens to me now and then. You know, I get a reference and then I suddenly think of a song. Also, this French cruiser is really screwing me over now. Or am I screwing over the French cruiser? You tell me. Bye, Frenchie. And we have a torpedo launch from my ship and from the enemy torpedo boat. I barely miss. The French ship is... You know, let's turn your avoidance off. I'm willing to do that at least to keep you moving. Green and disengage a bit. Flooding. She is done for, I think. These enemy ships really struggle with their flood systems as well. The French ship has seen better days, and I swear I had nothing to do with that. She will be out for quite a while. In fact... No, don't leave, don't leave, don't leave. Oh no, the flood isn't spreading. Was I seriously trying to get the French ship killed? Without my lawyer, I can't say anything about this issue. Next question, please. Now, Task Force 1, Task Force 2, Task Force 3. Yes, I'm gonna send you as well. 4, 5. I'm gonna leave the cruisers here, but I am gonna send these 2 battleships. October. And the Internal Macedonian Revolution Organization is founded by the Bulgarians. Just so you know. The Macedonians are founded by Bulgarians in Thessaloniki. Thessaloniki, of course, is in Greece. To liberate the region from the Ottomans. Look at that. And this is why I love these kind of silly facts. It's just insane. Surprise party. We gotta take this. You know we gotta take this. Also, did I see that correctly? The displacement difference of my battleships. I think I did. And I'm a bit worried if I did. And, oh, hey, we can see you now. From 6 kilometers range. Yes. Yeah. A pretty decent difference in... I have a great spotting advantage. And let's be honest, these are Tower 1s, not even Tower 2s. So... yeah, I think that is something that the Spanish in early game will be better at than some other nations. We will have a spotting advantage over everyone but the USA in early game. Do I want anything more? No, I don't. Spotting is life, in my opinion. Oh, and my battleships can't seem to hit anything. Not too concerned, but it's a bit of a shame. I'd rather not have you run away completely. So, torpedo boats, turn. Heavy cruiser, you will deal with the convoy. Battleships, let's go after the enemy battleship as well. Same with these cruisers. Two, three, four, five, six, seven. I'm missing a few. And the enemy battleship is turning back. Good. Torpedo boats, I presume I have you to thank for that. Carry on. Now my battleships, of course, have dual 9-inch guns to the front. But they're not very maneuverable, are they? No, they're not. I guess eventually I should upgrade the speed of my ships a tiny bit. Not a lot, just a bit. To, well, be able to keep up with the enemy. What do you guys think? Should I do that? I mean, it's still pretty far away if I do such a move. It would be against my campaign, though, let's be honest. After all, the campaign is about slow ships. And I'm curious. Slow speed, does that affect your fuel consumption as well? Maybe. Try not to get hit by a wreckage. It would be a silly way to die. This battleship is done for. The stern is flooding, the bow is starting to flood as well. I think it will be over pretty soon. And the guns have stopped firing. My fleet knows it's over. She is sinking. Her lifeboats are in the water. It is unlikely many of her crew will survive this endless ocean. And as you can see, in cinematic mode, the game still does not end. That's it, though. I wonder how you can abuse that. Like, normally the game ends if you kill all the escort ships of a convoy. If you go to cinematic mode, just before you kill the last escort ship, will you be able to kill off the convoy ships? It's gonna be tricky, you gotta know where they are, and you can no longer control your ships. At least, you can no longer see anything of the interface, but I gotta try that out next time. Now, my task forces are slowly making their way. One turn, and we got halfway in the Mediterranean. No, not even halfway. Awesome. I know, I look at the research tab way too often, but I honestly admit I tend to forget what's in the research tab how far things are along. It takes a long time, but we are getting through, so not complaining too much. I am complaining that I cannot see the repair time on this torpedo boat, though. Oh, come on. I should have a giant task force here. And I'm getting this. Hashtag grumpy. That probably wasn't the best idea anyway. No. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna have a duel when I have this here. Oh, and... Oh no, let's go for sea control for now. 2 more battleships are coming in. The fleet is here and here. My ships are lying and waiting for them. That as well. It's been like 5 or 6 turns ago that I knew the enemy ships were coming my way. In the definitive version of this game, I would like some sort of intelligence service to play a role in this. You know, I'd like to be able to spot the enemy ships, for example, if they cross Gibraltar. I know they're there, I can see that, but, you know, a ship in the North Atlantic, why can I still see it? Why can I see what way they're going? I want scouting, I want intelligence, I want to guess if the enemy raiders went here, or if they perhaps are going for some of my other colonies. Or even here. Why are you in the Indian Ocean? Please tell me. Things like that, I would really like to see it. But, yeah, not gonna happen, is it? Well, ladies and gentlemen, more than enough time has passed, I think, to call this episode to a close. So I thank you. I thank you very much for watching. And I will see you next time.